This video will demonstrate how to fill out the request for reimbursement forms provided by your conservation district. So each conservation district will provide you with both a Word document version of the reimbursement request and an Excel document of the reimbursement request. So when you open up the Word document, it should come up like this. And you're going to need to first fill in the title of your project. So for this demo, we'll do Community Garden Expansion Project. You'll then fill in the date, whatever date that is. And then in this table below is where you'll fill in whatever purchases and items you need to add to this table. So in this example, let's normalize that. In this example, let's say we bought 3 2x8x8 pieces of lumber. You'll then go into the supplier/vendor, so whoever you bought it from. For this example, let's say Home Depot. In this third column, the type of documentation, you can submit either a receipt, a canceled check, and an invoice, or a paid invoice from a vendor, so whichever one of those you have available. In this case, let's say receipt, so you just mark an X next to the type of documentation. In this fourth column is where you'll write a quick description of the reason you bought this item. So in this case, we'll say sides for accessible raised beds. And then the final column is where you'll put the cost of that item itself. So let's say this was $50.94. And then you can continue filling out this table if you have more items you want to add to this reimbursement form. The reimbursement forms can be submitted as frequently or infrequently as you want to. So if you'd like to do bulk submissions for requests, you can do so. So maybe you also bought 4 bags of compost. Maybe it was a purchase from Home Depot as well. We'll say a receipt. Compost to fill raised beds. And let's say this was $100. And so you can, again, just continue filling this out for as many items as you need. If you run out of space in this table, you can right-click on one of the rows, and it should allow you to have the option to insert a row above or below, so however you want, just if you need more space in the table. If you don't want to do that, you can always fill out a separate or a second reimbursement request, as many as you need. So once you fill out all of the items that you purchased for this request, you'll want to total up all of those items. So in this case, the total will be $150.94, $150.94. And then you'll want to then put in the person or the organization you want this check to be sent to. And this should be the same person for the entire project, right? So every time you get a reimbursement, the same person or organization should be the one receiving it. So Community Garden Group. You'll then enter whatever street address you want to be sent to, and again, whatever city and zip code. And then underneath all of this is where you can then attach the documentation. So either a scanned or picture copy of, in this case, the receipts. But if you have the invoices, you can also attach those here. You want to go to Insert, Image, Upload from Computer. You can insert your sample receipt. I like to resize it just to keep it on one page, but you want to make sure it's still legible, so don't resize it for it to be too small so that we can't see it. And so this Word document is now finished and ready to submit to your conservation district.